Hello, Mr. Gleek. You might think you have the power, but we're more technologically advanced than you are. So we're going to discuss a few things that we feel about the government. AP US government, that is. Okay, well, basically my paper is about how we spend a lot of the year evaluating the corruption, the political scandal, pork barrel, log rolling, all the bad things about government thanks to wool. But I think that we should realize that reform is necessary and that corruption exists, but we shouldn't lose sight of how vital government is to our everyday lives, to the functioning of our society, etc. I think that most of us get a lot of our information from the media, who obviously portray everything very negatively, and also we're in a really bad depression and we're trying to pay for college and we've been through a war on terrorism. We saw how poorly the government dealt with Hurricane Katrina. So obviously we have a lot of grievances with the government. But I also think a lot of conservative policies like cutting back taxes, social programs, deregulating the financial sector, things like that actually led to the depression and bad things that we see happen. And also I think in the end, government is who we turn to fix everything from global warming to wars, and they're really the only ones that we could turn to because individually can't do much. And a lot of people have grievances with like special interests, inefficiency with size, bureaucracy, things like that. But I think all those negativities are definitely outweighed by the benefits of having a strong government to regulate vital things to our everyday lives. For example, without a strong government, we wouldn't have clean air to breathe. We wouldn't have drinking water. We wouldn't. Okay, Courtney, well, it would be really hard to breathe if you had asthma and the government didn't have the Clean Air Act. Next. We wouldn't have, like, effective highways. How would I drive to college to bring my car there?
Or drive to school.
We wouldn't have safe and research prescription drugs. Our deposits in banks wouldn't be insured, and there'd be more depressions, and there would be starvation, disease, at a higher extent. And also the government is really the only the only institution that could protect our rights, because it's one thing to say that African Americans can vote, but without having someone to enforce the elimination of grandfather clauses, poll taxes, things like that, rights don't exist unless they're enforced by government. Basically, in the end, government is great. That's my argument.
Okay. Although I do agree with government, obviously, because if not, we'd be in chaos, according to Locke. But I do think, although it provides clean air and highways and things like that, benefits to us, I think it's a problem that so many people just rely on it for survival. I think that it's great that they offer benefits like Social Security for those who can't work, who are older. But the fact that so many people just apply for these welfare programs and just to get money because they don't want to work, I think that's completely wrong. And I think...
Well, I think that's really, really critical, because if there wasn't, like, Social Security, things like that,
I believe in social.
You would have to work till you were 99 years old.
We're going to, because it's
factories would break down.
Okay, well,
people can't even see that are 90.
Okay, well, Social Security is going to be gone in 2037, according to CNN. So we're not going to have it anyway.
You like that?
Yeah, I watch
Nice.
CNN.
Well, okay, continue. Sorry.
Okay, and also, I believe in not as a strong government as Farrin said, but okay, that's just my own ideology. But also, I think that it's completely not okay that they want to regulate things like abortion. I mean, I know women always turn to issues like this because it concerns them, but it really is important because we want the right to choose. Men will never be able to, like, understand what pregnancy is, so they shouldn't make the decision to, like, decide if we're allowed to have an abortion or not.
Exactly, but...
Farrin, you're on this side.